Welcome back to the vlog, fam. Another beautiful day here in the state of Florida. Out here getting some exercise in. Really nice to feel this warm sunshine. Breathe in this wonderful fresh air. Well, guys, we got to make the best of what our situation is, and I certainly plan on doing that. I hope you guys had a chance to take a look at the proposed, hopefully soon to be passed, $2.2 trillion stimulus package. One of the things that stood out to me was this zero mortgage payment and rent payments. Now, again, guys, I'm not an expert at the stimulus package, but, you know, I'm a property owner, both my primary residence and rental property. So I certainly want to know if there is language inside of that stimulus package that will benefit me in the case, you know, I can't pay my home mortgage, or in the case my tenants decide they don't want to pay rent. And again, I'm not saying, hey, we're all in this thing together. So I get it. If tenants can't pay because they don't got a job, hey, that's not their fault. I mean, we got to be sympathetic here, and I am. But my point is, you need to be familiar with the language in the stimulus package so that you know if you have options in case you need to not have to pay your mortgage, or you can't pay your mortgage, or you can't pay your rent. You know what your rights are going to be based on that stimulus package. Now, I watch a guy on YouTube. His YouTube channel's name is Meet Kevin, MEET Kevin, Kevin. He did a video yesterday, which is 3/26/2020. Go check that video out. He did a really, really nice job of explaining the language in simplest terms as it relates to what are your rights as it relates to you not having to pay your mortgage payment for either your primary residence or rental properties. And he did same thing for tenants. Now, it's broken up into two asset classes as it relates to the residential property. The first asset class is 1 to 4 family dwellings. And then the second asset class is 5+ units of residential dwelling. And you have various rights based on each asset class. And I'm just going to touch briefly on the 1 to 4 dwelling residential property. And in the package, it states you can get up to 4 months. I call it deferred payments because you're going to have to make the payments at some point. And typically what a lender will do, they will tack on those payments to the back of your loan term. So if you have a 10-year loan, and they will tack on however many months you didn't pay to the back of that loan. And they call it forbearance. So if you own a 1 to 4, and that can be your primary residence, that can be a rental property up to 4 units, you can qualify. Well, you have to qualify, but you can get up to 4 months of deferred mortgage payments. Now, at the end of that 4 months, you can then get extended an additional 4 months. So up to 8 months of deferred payments on your mortgages. But I wanted to make you guys aware of that. And I want to also encourage you, if you got time, go look at that stimulus package. Guys, this is all public information that's online. So go check it out. We're going to move on with our day. I'm going to take you guys along with me. Let's go. Have we reached the bottom of the decline in the stock market? I believe we have indeed hit the bottom as it relates to the stock market. And I'll tell you why. I think over the last couple of weeks, the market decline certainly was a tough one. But I think in that 2-week rapid decline in the market certainly calculated in the worst case scenario as it relates to this health concern that we're all faced with. I don't see it falling sharply as it did over the last couple of weeks. Now, will we have an up day? Will we have a down day? Yes. My point is, I am ready to start deploying more cash into the stock market because I think we've reached the bottom. Some of you may disagree. I don't try and time the market. I'm no market expert. I'm just telling you what my opinion is. So I got cash ready to go to continue deploying and buying more blue chip stock from companies like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Disney, Tesla, AT&T. And again, I'm not recommending you buy any of those stocks. What I'm telling you is do your research. Figure out what's the best opportunity for you if you're an investor and you like equities to make money. For me, I think it's right. I think it's time to start deploying more of my cash that I have on the sideline into equities. I think we've reached the bottom. Now, as it relates to real estate, I believe real estate follows a decline in the stock market, especially like the one we've had. I think it trails it by 90 to 180 days. What that's telling me is prices are still steady. There's not been a real impact yet to real estate from a value standpoint or a selling standpoint. I think sales have slowed a bit, but not to the point where it is going to drastically decline property's value. But I think that's coming. I think 90 to 180 days, it'll be here. And at that point, as an investor, especially a real estate investor, that'll be opportunity for us to grab up some properties at a discount. What I will tell you in the meantime, if you have equity lines that you use to invest in other real estate, and all that is you put a line of credit on one of your investment properties and you use that line of credit to fund down payments and improvements to new properties that you buy, you better be concerned about that. And the reason I say be concerned is because what you have to understand about lenders is in their loan documents, they have a right to do an internal evaluation of your property at any time. And if they deem that property has declined in value, they can certainly cut off your line of credit that's secured by that property. So if they think it's went down to the point where their loan to value has been eroded, they can go in and cut off your advance feature on your line of credit. And if that's your liquidity or your rainy day fund that you were depending on to take care of certain things financially, guess what? You're going to be in trouble. So my recommendation is consider advancing that line of credit right now, because I'm telling you, in my opinion, 90, 180 days, we're going to see prices in real estate drop. And those equity lines are going to get cut off by these lenders so that they can reduce their exposure from a loan to value standpoint. So I'm telling you, take a look at your equity lines, draw down on them if you feel comfortable. I'm going to do the same on mine. Again, you need to research this, guys, and make your own decision. I'm just pointing out some things that are going to be happening that, and this is from experience. I got 25 years as a lender, as a commercial lender, and I'm telling you, when we felt real estate was declining in value, we would cut off our advance options on our client's line of credit. That's just what we would do, because we wanted to make sure we protected the equity position we had in that property, just in case we had to take the property back. So be careful with that as well, guys. Do your checking. Also, it may not be a bad idea to think about initiating a refinance with some cash out. Again, values are still high, interest rates are still low, and as long as your property is a income producing property and you can prove that income, then guess what? You may be in a position to refinance that property and take some equity out now, because in 6 months, the value, in my opinion, will decline. Unless something changes right now in our health crises, in our financial crises, these properties are going to decrease in value because they're going to follow the stock market. Well, guys, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think about that. I'd love to hear your feedback and opinion on that. I'm just giving you my history with real estate, with the stock market, and what I'm going to be doing in order to make sure I protect myself and take advantage of great investment opportunities. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys always chase your greatness and never stop believing in yourself. And I'll catch you on the next vlog. Peace.